Hello, my name's Tatiana McFadden, and it's day 5 in the Paralympics, and here are the headlines.
Oscar Pistorius was set to repeat his Beijing gold medal in the men's 200-metre T44 at London 2012, but Alan Oliveira had other plans. After a bad start, the young Brazilian overtook Pistorius, producing an astonishing finish. Pistorius shook hands with his successor, but he couldn't refrain from criticising the length of Oliveira's running blades afterwards. Meanwhile, Oliveira had certainly a lot to celebrate.
I
feel very happy because I made history in the London Paralympic Games. I'm really satisfied, and now it's just celebration time. I want to send my greetings to the Brazilian people. My family and I have to be grateful to the Sao Paulo team that gave me great support for my success in the London Games. I have the full endorsement from the Brazilian Paralympic Committee. They wouldn't let me run against the rules, and I believe in the committee, and I don't think I have to prove to any athlete how much I've improved or not. I just have to run. Ellie Simmonds' precocious talent comes together with a voracious hunger for records. The British swimmer proved her competitiveness when she broke her own world record by more than a second in the heats of the women's 200-metre individual medley SM6. She produced a blistering freestyle leg, finishing almost 10 seconds quicker than fellow compatriot Natalie Jones, who came in second. "17-year-old Ellie had already set a world record en route to the S6 400-metre freestyle title, which she successfully defended on Saturday. Simmonds will compete in 4 medal events overall, aiming to improve her tally of 2 golds from Beijing 4 years ago. Defending champions China have beaten Slovenia 3-0 in their final Pool B women's sitting volleyball match. They now top the group with an immaculate record of 3 victories in 3 games. The number 1 team in the world looks ready to repeat their success of Athens and Beijing, where they took gold. Now, while many athletes here at London 2012 are still in training behind the scenes, some competitors have already finished their events, and we've been finding out what some of them are planning to do when 4 years of hard work come to an end. I've already visited London a little bit, and I hope to find some time to get to know it better this week. I had the chance to meet some Costa Rican people based in London. It was a nice experience. I finish with my swimming on the 4th of September, and then I will go back to Spain on the 11th, so I will visit London and party as soon as I am free. That will be time to misbehave.
Me ha parecido muy bien, me he sentido bien aquí porque...
I feel good because people here are kind, and also because the facilities are great.
Y las instalaciones están muy bonitas también.
başarınıza inanıyoruz. Tamam beyler? Şimdi şov zamanı. Kendimizi gösterme zamanı. Bir gün aramız var. Bugün iyi bir maç olsun. Ondan sonra yarına bakalım. Hadi. Asker, Cem, hadi iyi oynayalım, iyi başlayalım. Hadi. 1, 2, 3, Türkiye!
And our official for this game, we've got a great team on the floor today. Our referee from Argentina is Mati Quintana, our umpire from Brazil, Rui Marquez, and from Portugal, Alan Frontier. Our match commissioner, we are honoured.
The final night of the group stage here in the wheelchair basketball at the North Greenwich Arena. South Africa looking for their first victory here at London 2012. But for Turkey, they know they will be continuing into the quarter-finals, and victory here tonight could give them a far easier passage through to the medal matches. But for Richard Nortje and the rest of the South African team, it's all about pride now and trying to pick up one of the minor places in the lower classification games, while others will now be going for the medals. And we are underway. The first of our 10-minute periods. 4 of those with overtime if necessary. And the first shot for South Africa is from Umbande. And Turkey, who have impressed many in this competition so far, look to take the lead themselves. And they do. Prestami Boz. South Africa have lost each of their 4 games so far. Heavily to Australia, 93-39. To Spain, 74-50. The USA, 91-29. And most recently to the Italians, the other side in the group who won't make the quarterfinals, 61-32. They finished 12th in Sydney back in 2000. And they'll be hoping to do better than that when they play Colombia in the classification game for 11th and 12th following the game here this evening. Here representing Africa. They're finding themselves 4-0 down already. Jacinci. Many of the Turkish players have their first names on the backs of their vests. It's South Africa in the green and gold. And Umbande takes the first tumble of the game. Overbalancing as much as anything else. Turkey currently 4th in Group A. They lost narrowly to Australia, the gold medal favourites, 71-64. Also to Spain as well, 67-64. They shocked the Americans, 59-50. And also had another tight win, 65-60 against the Italians. So 2 wins and 2 defeats for them, as R puts in their 3rd basket of the evening. And every single game has been incredibly tight, including those against Australia and the United States, 2 of the fancied sides here. Australia, Canada and Great Britain was the men's podium in Beijing. And Australia and Canada are the only sides left in the competition with a 100% record so far. With the opening foul of the game. The Turkish guard. So South Africa will get the ball back once we sort out some running repairs. It's Fredrik Gumus. He just has to leave his chair momentarily. And these titanium chairs cost around €5,000 each and have a lifespan of 6 months. Papenfuss is upright again. And Gumby will get the game restarted for South Africa, looking to put themselves on the board for the first time here at the North Greenwich Arena this evening. And South Africa playing for pride, Turkey for a potentially easier opponent in the quarter-finals. And Turkey have scored all 3 of their baskets so far. And there is the first miss, but the whistle went before Delay managed to get the shot in. Just an arm forward there from Govender. And Govender comes off worse from that, although Delay did come away clutching his face. And he is the first player to go to the line this evening. Neatly done. And Patrick Fink, the South African coach, looking on. So 1 from 2 in the opening trip to the line for Turkey. South Africa looking to put themselves on the board now. Papenfuss, Gumby. Good defence from the Turks. Nortje, Umbande, leaning back, always difficult. And that Turkish move comes to nothing. And the Turkish run of form has been incredible. They have a points difference after 4 games of +4. And for it to be so close, and none of their games have been decided by more than 9 points so far. 9 points against the US, in which they won, a 5-point win against Italy, and a 7-point defeat against Australia, and a 3-point loss against the Spanish. They've shown here they can compete with anybody. 3-pointer. Not this time for Nortje. Closer in now, inside the paint. And there's a quick Turkish breakaway here. Underneath. The whistle goes, though. And Turkey will get the free throws again. It was Ismail Aa just impeded as he went for the net. Govender will have to be careful. 5 fouls and you're out of the game. And Papenfuss continues to have problems with his chair. No mistake this time. And Turkey yet to miss from open play so far with field shooting. But South Africa will now get the foul. Papenfuss just blocked off there as he headed inside. Papenfuss has been given the foul in the end and a timeout called. And the message to look inside. South Africa not on the board yet themselves, 0 for 3. In contrast, the Turks have a 100% record, 3 field goals and 2 points from the line so far. Another big crowd inside this arena. It's a beautiful late summer's evening outside, but thousands of people are here inside watching the final night of competition in the group stage. And USA against Spain will be the second game of the evening. Coming up following this one, the two teams who are currently immediately above Turkey in this group. And if the Turks win here, they'll put pressure on both of them. A victory will put them second, although that would change with Spain and the US, of course, playing each other. But the loser of that game would finish 4th and would then have to face Patrick Anderson and the Canadians in the quarter-final. Gumby not finding the basket, but he gets it back. Ismail seeing the ball rebound off the back of his chair. Papenfuss. Gumby inside. Umbandi. Nortje inside the paint. And South Africa finally get their first basket. And the coach was telling them to come inside, but quickly the Turks respond. Double figures for them. Jazinci. Papenfuss. And he really struggled in the last game against the Italians to score from open play. Gumby. The Papenfuss doing his defensive work very diligently there. Nortje driving inside. But he can't gather. And here's Turan. Time and space. And South Africa can't afford to give the ball away so cheaply. 5 out of 5 from open play so far for the Turks. South Africa 1 from 7. Nortje. Umbandi inside, off balance. But he finds the basket. And the Turks' quick breakaway this time comes to nothing. And we have a Turk on the court. Ismail R. And the chairs have taken a real battering so far. Papenfuss in particular, the South African number 10. Nortje, three-pointer. Nice loop on the pass. Delay. But he's pulled up. Ishmael with the infringement. Sorry, Retief with the infringement. His first foul, the South African captain, the guard. Turan. Jasinci. And infield to Delay. Turkey not successful on this occasion. Nortje. Bobbled inside, but eventually Jellos comes up with the basket. Had to hold off a couple of Turks there, Jellos. And the Turks not so proficient in front of the basket recently. Papenfuss. Jellos again. And the defensive rebound from Jasinci, the only 4.5 player in the team. A nice drive forward now from Delay. And again. And Jasinci, as I said, the only 4.5 player. Players are graded with a classification between 1 and 4.5 as Nortje. Lingered for a long time on the ring there. The lower your classification number, the higher your level of physical impairment. And a coach can only have 5 players totaling 14 points on the court at any one time. So for Turkey, only having one 4.5 player, their number 10, it does give them a bit more room to manoeuvre. South Africa have 3, Jellos, Verloen and Nortje. And all 3 can't be on the court at the same time. Mehmet Onat with the timeout for Turkey. And these are 2 of the younger teams in the tournament. No player above the age of 36 in either side. In contrast to some of the teams we've seen with players in their late 40s. And it's the same old story for South Africa. They make the opportunities, but they're not taking them. Only 3 from 11 from field position so far. 27%. Turkey, 6 from 7. Carl Lowe, the youngster in the South African team, only 20. Papenfuss. South African player's gone down. Stop the game is the call, with Nortje almost out of his chair. And the referee will just adjudicate on this. Patrick Fick with a polite inquiry. And South Africa will start with the ball as we tick towards the end of the first quarter. Richard Nortje there, trying to sort out his chair himself. He's a 4.5 player. And it's one of the taller players in the South African team, and that greater reach around the basket really makes a difference. He's got the highest points per game percentage so far. Papen Fuss, good basket. Nortje, the only South African player averaging more than 10 points a game, a shade under 13. Papen Fuss, putting himself about, but here's Nortje. And South Africa back in the game. A couple of fine baskets there. But Turkey get the penalty and the foul, and they will go to the free throw line. Retief with the second foul of his game, and Turkey take full advantage there. Papen Fuss, Jallows, but the whistle had gone. It's Carl Lowe who was sent tumbling there. No quarter asked by either side so far. Jallows. Shot clock will be winding down here. Turkey will try and score as time is about to expire. Nicely done. Delay wheeling through and scoring the final basket of the first quarter. So an 8-point lead for Turkey. They started very strongly. And although South Africa have improved, they got it back to within 4 points. Turkey just pulling away again. And they will be looking for a big win here to try and put pressure on the USA and Spain, who are next on court. And if you want to watch more Paralympic sport during the Games, then log on to paralympic.org, and you can like the Paralympic Movement on Facebook at facebook.com/Paralympic Games, or follow us on Twitter at Paralympic, PARALYMPIC. And on the top line there, field goals really tells you the story. 70% for Turkey, under 30% for South Africa. It's not how many attempts you have, it's how many you score. We're in game again. And the whistle goes as Turkey find the finish, but not before they're being pulled up for the foul. South Africa yet to go to the line in the game yet. Nortje, Pape and Fuss out in front. Good defensive crowding there. Plenty of traffic now between Nortje and the basket, but he finds Jellows. Gerbalak, the captain. But Turkey are penalised again. Just lifting the chair there, you're not allowed to do that. Have to keep both wheels on the ground at all time. Pape and Fuss. Nortje. Pape and Fuss. Nice drive. And he's beginning to find his range. 4 points for him now and a 4-point game. Plenty of bumping and barging inside the South African paint. As Erkan looked to drive forward there. And Jellows will be pulled up for the foul. Erkan was in the act of shooting. Gerbalak. This time Delight can't score on the move. Low. Pape and Fuss. Jellows looking to spin towards three-point territory. Pape and Fuss again. Nortje. South Africa in the game now. They've scored the only point so far in the second quarter. And that's a good steal. Low on the breakaway. Can he level the scores? Yes! Both Delay and Nortje end up on the deck, but not before Low brings South Africa back into the game. Yeah, plenty of time to think about that. 8 points in this quarter, all to South Africa. Kept in play well by Gerbalak. And South Africa doing well to steal. Three-pointer. Gerbalak, and again, it's loose from Turkey. But they will be penalised, South Africa. Retief with his third foul. Gerbelat drawing it, so the two captains clashing there. South Africa looking to take the lead for the first time. Nortje. Papenfuss. Retief. Good pressure from the Turks, says Nortje. Time will expire here. But the foul has been given. And it was the captain there trying to rip Gerbelat as Nortje was in the act of shooting. South Africa lead for the first time. And that was a very cheap foul with only a second left on the shot clock. It's only 1 point in the end. Turkey looking to end the South African streak, and that's a good steal. Nortje herring back there to deny Ekar. A very clean steal as well. And Turkey here are rattled. 18-10 has become 18-19 in the space of 3 minutes here. Papenfuss. Turkey lying deep here. Now they meet the man with the ball. Nortje, Papenfuss inside, superb! Breaking the lines there. Marius Papenfuss. Great vision to find him. And finally, Turkey get themselves on the board, but not before South Africa scored 11 unanswered points. Delay there, cutting the South African lead to a point. Jellos. Low out front. Papenfuss. Low again. Never looked likely. But we've seen none of the rapid breakaways from Turkey that were a focal point of their play in the first quarter. But here's their chance, and it's Ekar. Nicely done. Jello's made to stretch there, and Low can't regather, and Jello's very much in the face of Gerbelat. Shuddering collision there. And Jellos can't have too many complaints. And Turkey have just steadied the ship here. Defensive rebound for Papenfuss. South Africa get the penalty again. Papenfuss. Nortje setting himself, have to be quick here. Jellos. And as Turkey try to spring the breakaway. The whistle goes again. So Turkey has scored the 4 most recent points in the game. And that's a good recovery from their captain, Gerbalak. And the offensive rebound gives them a 3-point lead. And Turkey beginning to get a couple of decisions now. Justin Govender back in the game. Third foul there for Jellos. That's a fantastic long pass. But Akar penalised. Lifting his chair up again there as he tried to gather that ball. Papenfuss. Plenty of traffic to drive towards, so he takes the outside route. Jellos inside, well gathered. Turkey respond. Gerbalak. Plenty of time there to pick his spot. Norcha got to him belatedly. Oh, goodness me. Norcha with another heavy fall in the game. It's a good job they're hard wearing. I'm talking about the players rather than the chairs. As a timeout is called. And Norcha will go to the line here when he's managed to put his chair back together again. Balls with his first foul. That's a good recovery to make it a 2-point game. Gerbalak. Underneath. Well gathered and well taken by Jezinci. That's a hold off Jellos there. Norcha. Well taken. And the field goal stats have levelled up after Turkey's dominance at the start of the game. Gerbalak. And Turkey just doing enough to keep South Africa at arm's length at the moment. Norcha continues to have problems with his chair. Time for a pit stop. And even though they're still behind, South Africa will take a good deal of heart from how they played in the second quarter. They've managed to get under the Turkish skin. Norcia. Jello's offensive rebound, now Papenfuss. The 25-second possession will start again. It's good chair work and an excellent basket from Marius Papenfuss. Two-point game again as Gerbelak is unable to score. But he'll get the chance to go to the line. Low with the arm across the chest there. First foul for Low. And South Africa escape without any damage. Norcia. That's good play. Papenfuss. Jello's. They do well to regather. Low. Out in front, Govinda. That could have levelled the scores. Gerbelak looking to accentuate the error, but Delay too delicate on this occasion. Jello's. Papenfuss. And again, Govinda, Low underneath. Govinda there, trying to find Low. Jazinci was out of his chair, but Turkey get the ball. Or rather, his chair was off the ground. And there was time there for Akar to set himself. And seconds after South Africa should have levelled the scores, it's now a 4-point lead for Turkey. And there could be more damage here. Jazinci underneath. And he gets the basket and the extra shot. Has to go long now. No, but it's given away. Buzzer sounds and the effort from Akar. So a quarter which started fantastically for South Africa. They wiped out the Turkish advantage. They scored 11 unanswered points, but the Turks recovered well. And at half-time, they still hold a healthy lead in this game, 34-28.
And then they're going to see how many points they can score in 1 minute. Now, representing the fellas. Let's hear it for all the fellas in the house. We've got Linus and we've got Paul. Give them a big round of applause. Representing ladies, we've got Maisie, we've got Helen. Like you get that in, oh this is going to be hard. But you're going to start that in, and then when I say go, you've got to dribble to me, alright? Right down the end, right down the end. No, right down the end. I'm not saying anything about when you taking instructions. I'm not that lucky. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Come on, come on! Come on, guys. Come on, come on, come on, go, go! Come on now! Come on now! Right now on the floor, we've got a dance competition for you, okay? Don't laugh. The London 2012 Paralympic Games dance competition. First of all, to show us the stuff, we have here for Lewis. Right, DJ, hit it, here we go. Right, next up, representing the ladies, we've got Harriet! Harriet, let's do a DJ company, hit it! Oh, you go, girl! You go, girl! You absolutely forgot where you were. Now, last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, let's everybody show around and put your hands to Zach! Ready? 3, 2, 1, hit it! So on that action, adds up to a score at half-time, 28 points for South Africa, 34 to Turkey. What a great game it's been so far.
Biraz daha müdafaya dikkatli. Biraz daha gayretli. Müdafada canla başla. Hücumda. One, two, two, okay? Okay, team on three, 1, 2, 3. Come on, boys.
So the teams back on the court for the second half. Jem Gazinsi, the 4.5 player in their team, with an important role so far in what's been a topsy-turvy game. Turkey held an 8-point lead at the end of the first quarter. South Africa then scored 11 unanswered points. 3-pointer from Nortje before Turkey re-established their lead. And they're coming forward now. Offensive rebound, regathered by R. There's room for the 3-pointer there for Yilmaz. Gumus. And no surprise, it's Richard Nortje, who is out of the chair again, but here's the player who's been penalised for pushing. Although he would argue he was heading that way because he was off balance and wasn't in control. Gilmus doesn't take either. Papenfuss. Jellows. Stolen though. Good play from Yilmaz. Capitalised on by Akar. And that's the difference between the two sides. South Africa not as clinical as Turkey when it matters. Here's Nortje, and he'll draw the foul. And he'll also be sent to the line. Combination of players there. Akar almost in a wrestling match with him as he tried to fire that ball in. Eight-point game at the moment. Nicely taken. Turkey's two-point conversion hovering around 60 points at the moment. And at the third time of asking, Erkan puts them 9 clear. Good persistence right underneath the basket. Low. Helped out by Papenfuss. Jellows. Yilmaz. Ekar. Norcia very careful not to foul there. And it was good defensive play from the South African. And the centre now will try and lead the attack. Erkan halts his progress. Illegally. Norcia again. 3-pointer. Yilmaz. Low causing him problems, but the space underneath for Turkey again. But yellows with the defensive rebound. And now it's Norcia. And that's a nicely taken finish. To move inside the paint after such a long dash up the court. Norcia now has 13 points. Smart work underneath there from Erkan, but he can't find the finish. And here is Norcia, the only player on the court with double figures so far. But South Africa cough up the ball. And the whistle goes again. And it's yellows this time. And yellows will have to be careful now. One more. And he will be sidelined for the rest of the game. Good skills from Norcia there. Low. Good pass underneath. Norcia, nice disguise. Govinda. And a quick break now from Turkey. Yilmaz inside the paint. And he'll draw the foul. And he'll head to the line. Low there, just pushing him off. Helped out by a couple of teammates as well, it must be said. Govinda and Norcia arriving on the scene. Low will take the foul. And it's 1 from 2. So South Africa remain in this game. 5 points all so far in the third quarter. Ryan Lowe's flat on his back there on the far side. As Papenfuss misses the basket, and play will stop while Lowe is righted. Norcia, Papenfuss underneath. Papenfuss hits double figures. But there is the recovery and the response from Turkey. Gerbalak. 6-point game again. And Turkey have done a very good job at that. Whenever South Africa pull themselves within range, Turkey move away again. But here's Nortje. South Africa are finding the time, or perhaps making the time, around the key to produce finishes like that. And the offensive rebound, not capitalised on by Yilmaz there. In and out of the hands of Verloen. Papenfuss fighting for it, but fighting harder was Erkan. And it's nip and tuck so far in the third quarter. Typical of Turkey's game so far in the competition. They've neither been beaten heavily or absolutely hammered somebody so far. 6-point lead for the Turks. So Patrick Fick.
Taking away that baseline, okay? It's just getting a little lazy in the chairs, a bit of fatigue now. So now you can recover, you've got the timeout, but now we've got to go out there and work on defense, okay, JT? We've got to work and match up on the baseline there. We don't give up the baselines, okay? Richie, you guys, okay? Let's make sure we all talking, okay? And stay connected.
So just telling his team to sharpen up there. Patrick Fick. Laziness possibly caused by fatigue, leading to some errors defensively. They're at 47% for field goals so far, South Africa, which is pretty good. Nortje, their top scorer. Turkey hovering just over 50%, 19 of 37. Nortje looking to drive forward. South Africa will get the ball back. Jacobus Verloen heavily involved since coming into the game. Papenfuss. Nortje. He's been a real warrior for his team so far. Right on the three-point line, but didn't quite have the juice to trouble the basket. Ambitious pass there, but it works for Turkey in the end. Akar. I'm not sure he was the intended target, but he was the recipient in the end. Govender couldn't gather. Papenfuss. Govender. Papenfuss again, Verloen. Underneath, Nortje, that was fine play. Well improvised by South Africa in the end. Verloen with the over the shoulder. 17 points now for Norcia. No Turk in double figures so far. They've been sharing the points around. Yilmaz. And he'll get the chance to add on the basket here. Govinder came up to meet him. And that will hurt South Africa. A 3-point play in effect. And it's an 8-point deficit again, as it was at the end of the first quarter, before South Africa's 11-point revival. And the interchange is now being made by the Turks. And Yilmaz fouling Papenfuss. Norcia, he was travelling though. You've got to bounce the ball every 2 pushes of the wheel. He just held on to it too long there, despite the bemused look on his face. And Yilmaz has the ball stolen from his grasp, but illegally, so he will have 2 free throws. Lowe and Govinder were both there. Might have been Govinder who got the vital touch. Ten-point lead. Yeah, Govinder on 4 fouls now. And that ball was loose, gathered by Lowe. And Turkey now have a 4-point lead in the quarter, 10 points overall. Norcia. Belowen. Yilmaz. Stolen well by Norcia for the umpteenth time this evening. He hits the deck and hits it hard. And a timeout called as Belowen regathered there. And Mehmet Onat won't be entirely happy with his side's performance so far. It's a 10-point lead in the latter stages of a third quarter, but here, look at what the other sides have done to South Africa so far in the competition. And he'll be wanting more from his team towards the end of this game. But it's credit to Patrick Fick's side that even though all they can play for is pride before the minor placing final, that they are at least giving the Turks, who are heading for the quarterfinals, a really good workout here. A 24-point deficit has been the lowest defeat for South Africa against Spain. The USA and Australia both put 90 points on them, and it was a 29-point defeat against Italy. But they'll be hoping to at least hold things together here the longer the game goes on. And the bike pump is out. South Africa, at times defensively, have been very good, but they've also let themselves down. Papenfuss. Nortje. Defensive rebound from Verloen. Helped out by Papenfuss there. And with the bobble into his face, which I'm sure he didn't appreciate. And as a result of that, Verloen is sent to the line at the other end. It's a really cheap foul. South Africa at least reduced the arrears. For some stupidity from really. And it could have been worse for his side. And he and Verloen are sticking together again. As Yilmaz with the dash through. And Retief trying to catch up with him, tried to block him off, couldn't do so. Four fouls now for Retief. And Yilmaz tacks on another point. And that's a couple of occasions in the third quarter that Turkey have been able to turn 2 points into 3 on an extra point. Caused by South African indiscipline. Nortje. Papenfuss facing up Yilmaz. And Turkey will head to the free throw line again. It was Lowe actually who came across. And these fouls really hurting South Africa here in this third quarter. Another 2 tacked on to the score. It's a 14-point lead now. And South Africa's 11-point spurt in the second quarter now seems a long time ago. Nortje with the defensive rebound, now Lowe. Nortje again, the slingshot to Verloen. And Turkey cough the ball up, but it shouldn't be too damaging with 0.1 of a second to play. They'll do well to score from here. Papenfuss can't shoot directly. Verloen tries to. Oh, and what a basket that was. but sadly it doesn't count. That's the basket of the night so far. And what a shame. It would have been a three-pointer from miles away. And the smiles on the faces of the South African players. Below and here, bang. But as you could see, time had expired. But I think he knew. And Turkey reasserted their dominance the longer that third quarter went on. And it's a 14-point lead for them. And their field goal conversion for South Africa has been pretty good, 42%. But they've only had 8 free throws in the game, but they've conceded 19 to Turkey. 10 of those have been scored. And Turkey were picking them off at will from the line throughout that third quarter. 51% for Turkey. Field goal percentage, that's very good. But it's those 10 points from free throws. You'll always get fouls conceded during the game, but such a high volume makes it very difficult to make it a contest. So Richard Nortje is having a fine personal game. Top scorer so far, 17 points. Yilmaz leading the rankings for Turkey with 10. And there he is. Nice pass underneath there. RSA can't gather. And now Low on the break. Thought discretion was the better part of valour. Papenfuss, Jellos, delicately done. And at the other end, the response from R. South Africa's ball. And they need the sort of scoring drive they put together at the start of the second quarter. They need to sustain it here. Jellos, Low. And Boz. The player with the foul there, looking to steal. Yellows. Papenfuss. Nortje. Oh, eventually. The backspin helping him out there. Good play underneath from the Turks, but the defensive rebound gathered by Nortje. And Yellows. Papenfuss. Underneath. No. Yilmaz. Chance to set and score. Jazinci. And we're back to where we were, a 14-point lead. Fouling low. After that movement, Jello's missing out in front. But the foul from Boz. Just trying to check the wheel of Jello's. Norcha misses the first one. But gets the second. 20 points now. South Africa also get the ball back. Norcha almost upended. Jello's underneath. No. And 40 of South Africa's 45 points have been scored by 3 players. Norcha with 20 and Jello's and Papenfuss with 10 each. And Arsenoglu is on the board for the Turks. And the game just beginning to get a bit scrappy. And a timeout is called. And if you want to watch more Paralympic sport, stay with us on paralympic.org. Arsenoglu. And you can also like the Paralympic Movement on Facebook at facebook.com/Paralympic Games. Arsenoglu 2 for 2. Or you can follow us on Twitter at Paralympic. As many thousands of you have done already during the game so far. 17-point lead now for Turkey. Arsenoglu. He's on a personal scoring streak of his own now. He's got the last 5 points scored in the game. Norcha. Papenfuss. Had the time there, but South Africa beginning to look a bit looser at either end now. Arsenoglu misses this time. Defensive rebound from Beloan. Papenfuss underneath. Norcha. But Turkey very adept at extending the lead very quickly. That's been the key to them. Giacini there. And very quickly, it's 19 points. And it's a defensive steal. Turan. Nice looking drive inside. And as he lurched forward, he couldn't find the basket. But he will get the chance to have 2 efforts from the line. For low in there. Just checking across. And sending Turan flying. The vast majority of these Turkish players are associated with some very famous sporting names in Istanbul, Beşiktaş and Galatasaray. In fact, the vast majority, only 2 of them don't play in Istanbul. Arsenoglu plays in Karabük and Boss in Izmir. The rest are split between Beşiktaş and Galatasaray. Of course, maybe better known for their football clubs, who regularly compete in the Champions League and Europa League. Patrick Fick trying to keep his team going. 12-7 deficit so far in the final quarter. 19 points overall. Turan. Papenfuss with a defensive rebound. Norcia. Oh, Turan came flying in there. He bounced off Norcia. He's been in the wars. Well, even though he came off worst, South Africa will get the ball. First personal foul for the Turkish number 7. Norcia. Oh, that was loose. Stolen by Jazinci. And now the breakaway. Delay. Oh, not this time. Norcia. Can he drive all the way? Checked by Gumus. And Norcia will have the chance to make it 22 points as a personal tally so far. So 21 points for Norcia. Oh, there will be a foul as the basket is scored. Jazinci made the basket, and Norcia this time the aggressor. So it's a 20-point lead. And Jazinci, the top scorer for Turkey, will get the chance to make his personal tally 15. And the free throws are one of the main reasons that South Africa will lose this game. 13 from 24, Turkey. And you'll always get a proportion in the game, but if you'd halve that, they may have been closer for a lot longer in the match. Jellos, the pace beginning to drop in the game now. Papen Fuss. Jellos underneath, but stolen by Gumas. And now it's Delay. And eventually, Jazinci. Delay collides with the cameraman. And it was Jazinci who put the second effort in. Norcia. Oh, Papenfuss, I think, bringing down his teammate there. And it's very easy for Jazinci. And very quickly he's moved on to 19 points. And it's a 25-point lead for Turkey. And two South Africans took each other out there. Norcia, Jellos. Free throws for him. Gumas with the arm up. No contact with the ball. Jellos again, scores again. Half century for South Africa. $12 points now for Stuart Jellos. Plays for the Discovery Eagles in Johannesburg. Three-pointer. Not had one in the game yet, apart from the one from Verloen after the buzzer at the end of the third quarter. Papenfuss onto the paint. And it's another breakaway. And it's another basket for Delay. He's the speed merchant. Papenfuss loses his wheels. Tight corner for Lowe. He lost the ball initially, then regathered. And Turan and Delay were all over him. Oh, and the South Africans play their way into trouble there themselves. Here's Delay, held up by Norcia initially, and then the steal from Jellos. Lowe just blocking off Gumas. Norcia time to set himself. Gumas. Three-pointer, was it? No, it was a long pass. And Jazinci, 21 points for him, level with Norcia. Papenfuss, Jellos. And yet again, it's Delay on the breakaway, on his own. And this time he misses. Support behind, though. But there was a push there on Gumas. As a timeout is called with 64 seconds remaining. 4 fouls for Gumus. And one more game for South Africa coming up against Colombia to try and avoid the wooden spoon before these players go back to clubs like the Discovery Eagles in Johannesburg, the Rico Pumas in Pretoria, Helios Wings in Durban, the Blade Runners in Pretoria, Mongoose in Mafeking, the Flyers from East London. And I'm sure they're all very proud to have players here at the Paralympics at London 2012. As will be the members of Besiktas, the home of Sam Jassini. And either he or Nortje will be the top scorer at the end of this game, or maybe both. And in the closing stages, every foul leads to free throws. Papenfuss. And for the first time in the competition, there will be a double-digit gap between the two sides in a match involving Turkey. Despite the basket there from Papenfuss, Govender almost steals. But it's a foul. And Govender's fouled out. Five fouls for Justin Govender. Lovely drive forward there. And for once, Jasinski can't find the finish. But a big win for Turkey here. Which ensures that they will finish above one of the USA or Spain and avoid Canada in the quarterfinals. Three-pointer, yes! 24 points for Nortje. He was miles out. Jellos with the steal, held out by Nortje. Recovery though from Gumus. And the final rebound is snaffled up by Delight. Maybe one final effort here. Papenfuss will have to go for a three-pointer. No. And it's a win for Turkey. South Africa had good spells in the game, but not enough sustained pressure to really make a challenge. Five defeats out of 5 for Patrick Fick's men. But Turkey will go on further. One victory away now from the medal rounds. And Turkey got stronger throughout that second half. And they were utterly dominant in that final quarter to complete a 25-point victory. 3 wins and 2 defeats for them in Group A. Job well done for Mehmet Onut and his team. And they've not lacked support here inside the North Greenwich Arena. And the pressure now will be on the USA and Spain. Over 50% field goal conversion for Turkey. And 13 points from the free throw line. And they've got every right to celebrate. And look at that, second place in the table now. Spain play the United States next. And basically, that will be a match to decide who doesn't play Canada. They both can't overhaul Turkey now. And South Africa did have their moments, notably that 11-point streak, which briefly gave them the lead in the second quarter. But that was the cue for Turkey to really come on strong. 21 points from their 4.5 player, Jezinci. Well supported by Delay with 11, Yilmaz with 10. And although Richard Nortje scored 24 points for South Africa, he didn't have the necessary support. 47 of their 54 points scored by 3 players, Nortje, Yellows and Papenfuss. And that lack of depth costing them in the end. And Turkey can celebrate. They've avoided Canada surely in the quarterfinals. Full time, Turkey 79, South Africa 54.